While hiking through the dense forests of a remote mountain range, an avid adventurer named Cole spotted something strange in the sky. It wasn't a bird or a plane, but something he couldn't quite identify, hovering silently above the treetops. Intrigued and a bit unnerved, Cole quickly reported his sighting to the nearest park ranger station. Expecting a logical explanation, Cole was taken aback by the ranger's reaction upon arriving. The ranger, with a look of utmost seriousness, whispered to Cole, "No one is supposed to see this. Welcome to Wonderbot Animals." Cole was left stunned while the ranger started to make a couple of calls. He was asked to stay here until a couple of other rangers arrived, but Cole did not feel fully comfortable with the situation. The reaction of the ranger had caught him off guard very much, and it made him feel like he might be in trouble for reporting his strange sighting. While the ranger was making a couple of notes from, most likely, another ranger on the phone line, Cole had a decision to make. This might be his only chance to get out of trouble. He had not given any of his possessions or even his identity to the ranger yet. And so, feeling like he had nothing to lose, Cole decided to make a run for it, catching the ranger completely off guard. Cole was running through the woods like his life depended on it. And that might very well be the case, as he was being chased down by a very determined ranger screaming for Cole to stop running. And this man probably knew the forest like the back of his hand, as Cole noticed that the ranger was slowly but surely gaining ground on him. If Cole wanted to get away, he needed to make a drastic decision. He looked to his left and saw that there was a bit of a way down the mountain there. If he managed to get down the cliff, he doubted that the ranger would follow him with all the risk that would pose. But Cole did not know that he would be able to make it down safely. Cole was scared, but he realized that he did not have any other choice if he wanted to get away. And he feared that falling into the hands of the enraged ranger apparently protecting Secret would probably be worse for him. And so he quickly went off the path he was following and ran towards the cliff. The ranger now started to shout even louder that Cole needed to stop running immediately, but Cole had already made his decision. He wanted to get away at all costs, so when he got to the edge of the fairly steep cliff, he took a deep breath and quickly started to climb down. It was not the most difficult to traverse the stone wall, and Cole had some experience rock climbing, but he knew that if he made just one mistake here, it would probably be the end of him. The ranger had now also made his way to the edge, and just as Cole had hoped, he was not chasing him there. Cole looked to either side and saw that nowhere near was there a spot where the ranger could get down safely. He would need to walk miles and miles for that. And so, even though Cole was in grave danger hanging on this cliff without any safety equipment, he finally felt a little safe again. The ranger tried to plead with Cole to get him to climb back up again, promising him that he was not in trouble for his discovery. Cole stopped for a moment and looked up at the ranger. He asked the man that, in that case, he could probably explain what it was that he saw. Cole could hear the ranger hesitating, but he eventually confirmed that he was not allowed to disclose that information yet. And this was enough for Cole. Cole quickly continued to climb down, leaving the now angry again ranger behind at the top. It made Cole happy and confident that he knew that the ranger could not follow him. But that joy was short-lived as he heard the ranger radio to most likely his colleagues that they needed to drive to the bottom of the cliff and provided them with their exact location. Cole knew that now he needed to rush down in order to evade the other rangers. Going down the cliffs quickly made the whole ordeal even more dangerous, but luckily the adrenaline in Cole's body made him get to the bottom safely and fast. He did not even hear the ranger car coming yet. With only a few steps into the dense forest, he was already protected from the view of the range still atop the cliffs. He was confident that he was going to get out of this. Cole's disorientation intensified with each step through the dense, uncharted forest. The silence of his phone, devoid of any signal, felt like a heavyweight, isolating him further from the world he knew. His thoughts churned with regret over his hasty decision to flee, questioning whether the perceived danger was worth this solitude. The faint, distant rumble of a car engine pierced the forest's natural chorus, sparking a mix of hope and fear in Cole's heart. It was a reminder of the world beyond the trees, but also a signal that the rangers were still searching for him. This duality forced Cole into a cautious, almost ghost-like manner of moving, blending with the shadows to avoid detection. Every step Cole took was measured, every breath controlled. He knew the rangers' familiarity with the terrain posed a significant advantage over him. His survival now hinged on being unseen, moving with a stealth that was unfamiliar to him. The dense foliage became both his shield and his obstacle as he navigated through the forest's labyrinth. With each passing moment, Cole's resolve was tested. The isolation, the silence broken only by nature and his own footsteps, weighed heavily on him. The absence of human contact and the lack of a guiding signal on his phone made him question his instincts. Yet, it was this very solitude that sharpened his determination to evade capture, to prove his decision right. Cole's mind raced with thoughts of what might await him should he be caught. The ambiguous threat of the unknown propelled him forward, his instincts in overdrive. Every sound of the forest was a potential alarm, every snap of a twig underfoot a possible giveaway. Despite his fears and doubts, Cole's will to remain free pushed him to adapt, to overcome the challenges of the terrain and the pursuit. Hidden behind the dense foliage, Cole's mind replayed the enigmatic vision of a giant flying snake weaving through the sky. This surreal memory stood in stark contrast to the natural surroundings, igniting a burning curiosity within him. The impossibility of his sighting clashed with the vividness of the memory, urging him to seek out the truth behind the extraordinary phenomenon. Cole couldn't shake off the ranger's mysterious demeanor and the veiled urgency in his actions. The ranger's insistence on secrecy and the cryptic warning that no one is supposed to see this only deepened Cole's intrigue. This encounter, shrouded in secrecy, propelled Cole with a new resolve to uncover the answers that lay hidden within the forest's depths. The more Cole contemplated the ranger's evasiveness, the stronger his determination grew to unravel the mystery. The forest, with all its untamed wildness, transformed from a mere escape route into a labyrinth holding the key to his burning questions. Cole's journey took on a new purpose, a quest for clarity amidst the shadows of uncertainty. With each step, Cole's resolve hardened, driven by the need to understand the inexplicable vision and the ranger's secretive nature. The forest, once a place of tranquility, now echoed with the whispers of hidden truths, urging him to delve deeper. Cole's path became one of discovery, fueled by the desire to piece together the puzzle that fate had thrown in his path. As Cole ventured further, the enigma of the flying snake and the ranger's cryptic actions intertwined, guiding his footsteps. His quest for answers became a beacon, leading him through the uncertainty. Amidst the dense underbrush and the ever-present threat of discovery, Cole's journey for truth pressed on, each step a move towards unraveling the mystery that had ensnared him. Cole's journey took a pragmatic turn as he sought to bridge the gap between his isolated predicament and the outside world. His phone, once a silent reminder of his solitude, now became a tool of hope as he searched for a signal. The desire to call for help, to explain his situation to someone, anyone, became a driving force, pushing him through the dense foliage. With every step, Cole's awareness of his surroundings intensified. The natural beauty of the forest was overshadowed by the potential threat of rangers lurking nearby. His movements were deliberate, mindful of the rustling leaves and breaking twigs that could betray his presence. The balance between seeking a signal and remaining undetected became a delicate dance with danger. Cole's quest for connectivity was fraught with challenges. Not only did he have to navigate the treacherous terrain, but he also had to stay vigilant against the rangers. The possibility of encountering them added a layer of urgency to his actions. Every shadow, every sound was a potential threat, sharpening his senses to a razor's edge. The elusive signal became a metaphor for Cole's struggle to find clarity and assistance in his predicament. his determination to reconnect with the world beyond the forest's confines drove him to explore new paths, each offering the hope of signal bars that remained frustratingly out of reach. Yet, his resolve did not waver. The need to communicate his situation and seek help was paramount. As Cole pressed on, his survival instincts melded with the technological quest for a signal. Each moment of silence from his phone was a reminder of his isolation, but also a testament to his resilience. Despite the odds, Cole's spirit remained unbroken. His movements through the forest a blend of caution and determination, driven by the dual need to remain free and to reach out to the world. Cole's determination to escape the dense enclosing forest reached its zenith. His every move was fueled by an unwavering resolve to find freedom beyond the tree line. The fear of capture and the unknown phenomena that lurked within the shadows of the forest only served to strengthen his resolve. Adversity had become a familiar companion, yet it failed to dampen his spirit. With each step, Cole's adaptability was put to the test. He navigated the forest's complexities with a mix of caution and ingenuity, always mindful of the ranger's pursuit. The unknown phenomena that had initially sparked his flight now became a secondary concern to his primary goal: survival. His efforts to evade capture showcased a resilience that was as formidable as the forest itself. Despite his best efforts, the threat of capture by the rangers loomed ever closer. Cole's senses were heightened, every rustle and whisper of the wind a potential herald of his discovery. The forest, once a place of escape, now felt like a trap closing in around him. Yet, he pressed on, driven by a deep-seated need to maintain his freedom. In a moment that felt both inevitable and shocking, Cole's journey through the forest came to an abrupt halt. The rangers, skilled in their pursuit, managed to outmaneuver him, their presence suddenly surrounding him. Despite his valiant efforts to remain free, Cole found himself caught, the reality of his situation crashing down upon him like the weight of the forest itself. As Cole was led away by the rangers, his thoughts turned inward. His attempt to escape, driven by fear and the desire for freedom, had ended. Yet, in the face of capture, Cole found a strange sense of peace. He had done everything within his power to evade them, showcasing a resilience and adaptability that even he hadn't known he possessed. Now, faced with the unknown, Cole prepared himself for what was to come. The drive to the ranger outpost was enveloped in a palpable silence, a stark contrast to the chaotic emotions swirling within Cole. His mind was a torrent of unanswered questions, each echoing in the quiet of the vehicle. The ranger's stoic expressions offered no comfort, their eyes fixed ahead, driving deeper into the forest's heart. This silence wasn't just a lack of words, it was a chasm of uncertainty and anticipation. As the vehicle wound its way through the forest, the familiar trails of Cole's past adventures gave way to unknown paths. Each turn took him further from the world he knew and deeper into the heart of the mystery that had enveloped his life. The dense canopy above seemed to swallow the sky, symbolizing his descent into the unknown. The sense of venturing into uncharted territory was both exhilarating and daunting. The closer they got to the outpost, the more Cole felt like he was entering another world. The forest around them grew denser, the air cooler, as if nature itself was guarding the secrets that lay ahead. The ranger's silence, once merely unsettling, now felt like a prelude to revelations that would change everything Cole thought he knew about the forest and himself. With each passing mile, the anticipation within Cole built to a crescendo. The silence in the car became a reflective space for him to gather his thoughts, to brace for the unknown challenges that lay ahead. This journey was no longer just a physical traversal of space, but a journey into the depths of the mystery that had caught him in its web. As they finally arrived at the secluded outpost, Cole felt as though he was on the threshold of a significant discovery. The secrecy that surrounded this place, nestled deep within the forest, hinted at the importance of what was to come. With each step towards the ranger's building, Cole prepared himself to face whatever truths lay hidden, ready to confront the heart of the mystery that had ensnared him. The ranger outpost, isolated and foreboding amidst the dense forest, presented a stark contrast to any place Cole had ever known. Its seclusion added to the gravity of his situation, each step he took echoing on the wooden planks of the outpost. Observing the rangers, he noticed a lack of hostility in their demeanor. Their actions and silent exchanges conveyed a complexity to the situation that Cole had not anticipated. Despite the tension, the silent communication between the rangers offered Cole a glimpse into the intricate dynamics of their group. There was an unspoken understanding, a shared purpose that transcended the need for words. This silent ballet of glances and gestures hinted at a larger narrative, one in which Cole was unwittingly a part, pulled into the fold of a story much greater than his own. The outpost served not just as a physical space, but as a symbol of the mystery Cole was entangled in. The rangers, with their measured movements and cryptic silence, seemed to be the keepers of secrets that Cole could barely begin to comprehend. Their lack of aggression towards him, paired with their guarded caution, suggested that his role in this unfolding story was pivotal, yet unclear. Cole's initial fear began to morph into curiosity as he observed the rangers' interactions. The absence of hostility, combined with the outpost's secluded nature, suggested that the truths he sought were guarded not out of malice, but necessity. The layers of the mystery deepened, beckoning Cole to look beyond the surface and understand the true significance of his discovery. As Cole stood within the outpost, he realized he was an involuntary participant in a story that stretched beyond his accidental discovery. The silent exchanges and the ranger's careful handling of his presence indicated that there was much more at stake than he had imagined. This realization was both daunting and exhilarating as Cole braced himself to uncover the layers of the mystery that enveloped him. Seated in a dimly lit room of the outpost, Cole was prompted to recount his sightings in exhaustive detail. The rangers, gathered around, maintained unreadable expressions, their eyes fixed intently on him. This moment marked the beginning of an unveiling process, the air thick with anticipation. Cole's narrative, punctuated by the silent attention of the rangers, felt like a confession, though he was not sure of the sin. Cole delved into the specifics of his encounter, describing the giant flying snake with precision. The rangers listened without interruption, their stoicism unbroken. Yet, their focused attention spoke volumes, underscoring the significance of what Cole had witnessed. The room became a stage for Cole's story, each detail adding depth to the unfolding mystery. As Cole spoke, he became acutely aware of the rangers' roles as both his captors and his audience. Their intense listening, devoid of immediate judgment or dismissal, created an atmosphere charged with the weight of his words. This attentive silence allowed Cole to piece together his experience aloud, realizing the potential implications of his sighting. The detailed recounting of his experience did not just serve as information for the rangers. It also provided Cole with a moment of clarity. The act of verbalizing his encounter under the ranger's scrutinizing gaze heightened the sense of anticipation. It was clear that his sighting was a puzzle piece in a larger narrative, the contours of which were just beginning to emerge. As Cole concluded his account, the room was enveloped in a contemplative silence. The ranger's unreadable expressions began to feel less like a barrier and more like a reflection of the complexity of Cole's discovery. This moment of intense listening and detailed description had not only laid bare the facts of his encounter, but it also underscored its significance in an unfolding, larger story. The ranger delved deeper into the explanation, stressing the confidential nature of the object's design and purpose. This revelation shed light on the layers of secrecy that enshrouded its existence. Cole learned that the object was part of a broader initiative, its details guarded closely due to the sensitivity of the information and the potential implications of its discovery. Understanding the need for secrecy, Cole began to grasp the significance of the situation. The object, a marvel of engineering, was cloaked in confidentiality not for sinister reasons, but to protect the integrity of a project with far-reaching goals. This insight offered Cole a glimpse into a world where secrecy was a necessary shield against unforeseen consequences. The ranger explained that the specific purpose of the object was intertwined with its need for secrecy. Its role, crucial to a delicate environmental or scientific mission, requires protection from public scrutiny and potential misinterpretation. Cole's curiosity was piqued as he realized the depth of consideration and planning that went into safeguarding such projects. As Cole absorbed the details, he understood that the secrecy surrounding the object was not merely bureaucratic, but a necessary precaution. The implications of its design and purpose extended beyond the immediate environment, touching on broader themes of innovation, privacy, and the public's understanding of such endeavours. This conversation marked a turning point for Cole. His initial distrust and suspicion were replaced by a respect for the necessity of secrecy in certain aspects of innovation and environmental stewardship. The object, once a source of fear and confusion, now represented a complex intersection of science, ethics, and the delicate balance of sharing knowledge. The ranger's next words provided the key to the entire mystery. The object Cole had seen was, in fact, a kite designed to mimic the appearance of a giant flying snake. Its purpose was to deter birds of prey from certain areas, a creative solution to a pressing environmental challenge. This revelation struck Cole with the force of a revelation, turning his bewildered fear into awe at the ingenuity before him. The explanation revealed the depth of creativity applied to conservation efforts. The kite, with its startling resemblance to a predator, was an innovative approach to protecting smaller wildlife without harming the ecosystem's balance. Cole listened, fascinated, as the ranger detailed how this method was both effective and environmentally friendly, a testament to human ingenuity in facing nature's challenges. Understanding the kite's purpose transformed Cole's perception of the rangers and their work. What had initially seemed like a cover-up of nefarious activities was revealed to be a dedicated effort towards environmental preservation. This shift in understanding underscored the complexity of human interaction with the natural world and the lengths to which individuals go to protect it. The revelation about the kite provided a satisfying resolution to Cole's harrowing adventure. The mystery that had propelled him through fear, suspicion, and danger was ultimately a story of creative problem-solving and environmental care. This resolution brought a sense of closure to Cole, replacing his initial confusion with respect and admiration for the ranger's work. As the ranger concluded the explanation, Cole reflected on his journey and the lessons learned. The kite, a simple yet ingenious solution, symbolized the broader efforts to address environmental challenges creatively. Cole's adventure, which began with an unexpected sighting, ended with a newfound appreciation for the innovative approaches to conservation and the people who implement them. The revelation of the kite's true purpose marked a profound transformation in Cole. His initial fear and suspicion, fueled by the unknown, gave way to an understanding and deep respect for the ranger's efforts. This shift in perspective represented not just a resolution of the mystery, but a reconciliation of Cole's internal conflict with the situation at hand. Cole's appreciation for the rangers and their innovative approach to conservation grew as he reflected on their dedication to environmental stewardship. The clever use of the kite to balance the ecosystem without harm showcased a commitment to nature that Cole had not fully appreciated before. This respect for their work signified a newfound solidarity with their cause. The experience led Cole to reconsider his own values and the ways in which humans interact with the natural world. The ranger's creative solution to a complex problem highlighted the potential for harmony between human innovation and environmental preservation. This epiphany encouraged Cole to view conservation efforts in a new, more hopeful light. Gaston Fournier, A Shift in Values. Understanding the kite's purpose allowed Cole to reconcile with the mystery that had once seemed so threatening. What began as a bewildering encounter evolved into a meaningful lesson on the importance of creativity in solving environmental challenges. This journey from confusion to clarity was a testament to the power of open-mindedness and the willingness to seek understanding. As Cole prepared to leave the ranger outpost, his perspective on the world around him had irrevocably changed. The adventure that had started with a simple hike had evolved into an enlightening journey about conservation, creativity, and the complexities of the natural world. Cole walked away with a greater appreciation for the unseen efforts to protect the environment, carrying with him a sense of peace and a renewed sense of purpose.